The upgraded alternator for my truck has arrived, and it is a beast. A big beast. And I'm going to have to cut the wrapping off because this thing won't just fall out of it, of course. It wants to be difficult. Yeah. Brand spanking new AD244 with an upgrade kit and an overdrive pulley. Heck, yes. Freaking sweet. This thing is a beast. I mean, it is heavy. Now, this is heavier than the one I put in my Blazer. So, I have high hopes for this one. It looks like I'm going to have to get my own nut for this because they're... Wait a minute. Maybe that's what fell down here. Oh. Oh well, I'll find one for it. Not like I don't have a complement of nuts. Yeah, I went there. Anyway. Yeah. Oh well, if it's not there, then I'll just get one. That's not a problem. Because it doesn't look like there's one on here. There isn't. Yeah, this thing is looking sweet. Got the right connector. Stator looks great. Yeah, you can tell this thing is brand spanking new. Bearings are nice and smooth. Feels good. It's just a beast. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get this installed eventually, and I'm realizing, like, in all this time, you know, I mentioned I was going to hook up the amp to the deck and all that stuff, and I never actually did a video where I tested that. Kitty cat!
Yeah, I know. And he's got the fluffiest tail. She. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yeah, I really don't like cats, but you seem friendly, so I'll pet you.
I'm not a big cat person either, but there are a few around here that I will have stuff to do with.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, we used to have a little cat about the same color as that. We ended up having to get rid of. We gave to an animal rescue place where they, instead of putting the animals down, they find homes for them. And Tori, she was just heartbroken, but she was like 3. We couldn't take her.
Anyway, as I was saying before, a certain kitty came out to play. Well, not really play, but you get the idea. The system is up, I got everything connected, and it's just a mess behind this deck right now, but it's working. Whoa, a little louder than I was expecting there. Now let's turn the amp remote up. Yeah. Of course, we're gonna go to the little interlude where there's not gonna be any bass, and we're gonna wait a second. Yeah, it's great. That's in a pretty good spot too, because I can just reach down while I'm driving and turn it up or down, and it's not in the way or anything, so yeah, we're good. So here we go with the new alternator installator. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of deja vu here from when I did this mod on my Blazer. Getting the feeling like I've done all this before. So yeah. Now, new one's got to go back in, and I'm hoping it'll clear this pipe, because I'm really not sure. I might be able to move it a little bit, but it ain't gonna go too far. Hopefully it'll clear. And I did find the nut for this alternator, so we'll be good to go on that one, but yeah. Oh boy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need a longer belt yet. I guess we'll find out when we get this one in there. I just don't know about this tensioner pulley. It seems a little bit looser than it ought to be. I wonder if I can just tighten that bolt there and work it together, but yeah, give me a minute here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good to me. I think the way this is supposed to work is that notch there between these two lines. I'm not certain of that 100%, but it looks right. So I'm gonna go with that. And maybe the fact that this thing has an overdrive pulley makes up for the big pulley on this one with the slightly oversized alternator. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I was hoping I wouldn't have to go buy another belt. So that makes me happy. Now I just got to get the power wire connected to the back. Bolt it down and start her up to see if she works. M8 night. And I just totally puffed. Alright, so since I was an idiot and didn't disconnect the battery before I started doing stuff with the alternator, of course I went and just basically drilled a friggin' hole in my engine coolant line that goes to the heater core. And the hose comes up and goes to this end here. Well, fine. Fine. You want to put a friggin' hole in my stuff? Yeah, beautiful. Basically welded a hole right through the aluminum. Well, that's fine, because I'm just going to replace the whole friggin' thing with this now. Just bypass the whole aluminum bit and just do this. Oh, I got to pull the plug, of course, because that thing wanted to leak all over the place. Go figure, right? Rookie mistake number 1. Always disconnect the battery first before you start messing with a line that is not even fused. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little bitty line too, so like I should probably big 3 that piece right there, but oh well. I don't have any terminal lugs at this time, so I'm not gonna do it. Alright, well, old alternator, I got the new one, it's in there, it's ready to go. I just gotta plug it in, and I guess I can do that right now at least. So theoretically this thing should run, but unfortunately it would also spew coolant all over the place right now, coming straight up out of that pipe. Yay. Dripped all over the place. Go me. Needless stupidity. Alright, well, let's get the new hose on there and the hose clamps and all that fun stuff. I got the right style of hose clamp this time instead of those clampy pieces of crap that don't hold worth a crap. What I'm probably going to do for this end is just cut a piece off of this hose and just basically splice it on there. I didn't buy enough hose to go all the way to the firewall with it, and I don't really want to go all the way to the firewall with it anyway, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to get the alternator connected, and then we're going to start it up. And hope we don't blow coolant all over the place, or blow up a battery, or, you know, anything possible, really. Okay, so how do I make this work? Well, it's simple. I take the aluminum pipe and I cut off the piece of it. As you can see, it's quite a mess on the edges, but I smoothed it out alright. It should be okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put a double hose clamp on this end because I do not have the flared end like I do on this side. So we'll work with it. We'll get it to the way it's supposed to be and start putting this darn thing back together again. Yeah. Alright, I won't say it's exactly ideal, but I believe it should work, at least. And that is what matters. And it won't spray coolant all over the place when it works. Theoretically, of course. Okay, cue down here. Plug my starter relay back in. And then we can plug the battery back in. We should have power now. Okay, the radio's working. That's a first. I mean, that's a start, I should say. Alright, battery's holding good voltage. Make sure nothing's in the way. Nothing's gonna fall in. That should stay. Get out of here. That's the old one. Okay, everything in. Double check the tightness on these. Yes, I did. Okay. We can go ahead and put the boot over it. Got it. All right. All right. Theoretically, this thing should start right up. Yeah. Our voltage has come right up the way it should. Sitting in the good zone. And I don't see coolant leaking out of any of my joints. Namely there, there, or down there. So this is good. And the pulley seems to be right where it ought to be. Which means I shouldn't have too much of a problem with burning out bearings. We should hope. Alright. Now I gotta put more coolant in here because it's gonna be about bone dry now because I've leaked a little bit all over the ground. Yeah. Friggin' awesome, right? Alright.